hope that there isn't another lockdown. I hope that we're able to go back and live our lives the way we were living them. But hopefully what this has taught us all is that we need to make some changes. And if those changes mean that we're happier in the long run, then hopefully this time hasn't been wasted. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the coronavirus because we thought that we were at the end of our journey through the pandemic. We thought that we had more choice, more actions, more freedom just to do what we wanted when we wanted to do it. However, the R number's going up, and as a result, it looks like we've got another lockdown fast approaching us. So it's really important for us to prepare for the lockdown. And what I'm going to do today is share with you 5 easy steps that are going to help you to stay motivated and driven during the lockdown, so you don't just keep on spiraling round and round, feeling frustrated, angry and upset that you haven't got the freedom that you had recently and also before the pandemic. Step number 1 is to enjoy the time you have now. And I know that's easier said than done because we want to go out, we want to see friends, we want to see family, we just want to do what we want when we want to do it. However, if we start getting frustrated and angry and resenting the fact that we have to stay locked down, it's going to mean that we're just going to be spinning around in circles, not actually achieving anything, not enjoying ourselves. What you could start to do instead is to start to sit back, take a deep breath in and enjoy this time while it's here. And something that's going to help you to do that is step number 2, which is to have something to focus on. Because with all this time, we might have some ideas and some things that we wanted to achieve either before lockdown or during lockdown that we could now have the time to do. I was reading on the BBC app recently about some entrepreneurs that had opened up businesses during this time because they'd either been furloughed or even lost their jobs, which is really sad, isn't it? But rather than sitting still and feeling that frustration and anger again, they went, how can I use this time and this emotion in order to achieve something? So people have set up restaurants, delivery services, or become a consultant. And all those business ideas might not be for you. So you've got to think to yourself, okay, what else could I achieve during this time? Thinking about Joe Wicks, he set up a video series helping people to lose weight during lockdown. Maybe that's something that you want to do. Or think of something else which will lead you to feel happy and that you're using this time while you've got it productively. And leading on from that, step number 3 is to start making plans for the future, because once the lockdown starts to decrease and once we get a handle on the infection rates of COVID-19, we're going to have that freedom. And if you're only making those plans when you've got the freedom, it's too late. Other people would have maybe achieved it. And you're not using the time now where you can't action those plans to do anything. So while you've got the time, use it. Create a plan. Know what you want to go and get, so that when all the restrictions start lifting off, you're able to go, actually, I want that, I can do that, I can achieve that, and I'm all prepared because I've used the time adequately. It just gives you a fresh perspective on this time, so that rather than sitting still, you're able to feel empowered and motivated to lay the foundations to you achieving what you want to achieve and living the life that you wanted to lead. You've got the opportunity now, why not use it? I was actually discussing this recently in an interview, talking about how Christmas can be used in order to motivate the nation, because when it comes to Christmas, we're looking into the future. We're planning out what we're going to eat, who we're going to see, and also what presents we're going to buy people too. It's just keeping us feeling empowered to make a change, to do something. So in the same way that that interview led us to conclude that Christmas is a great thing to focus on, so too can you focus on not only Christmas, but something that you want to achieve too. Step 4 is to keep connecting to people. During the first stages of lockdown, we all went on Zoom calls, Skyping, we had quizzes, we had connections with people which we hadn't spoken to in a long time. And this was all done via the internet. And we're really lucky that we have that resource around us now so that we can connect to those people. Unfortunately, we've probably seen them physically since the restrictions have been lifted. However, if we have to go back a step, don't start taking risks with your life and also other people's lives. You always have that resource to connect to people, so make sure you keep on ringing your loved ones, your friends, connect to them, do quizzes again, do something that leads you all to feel empowered and motivated together. Build that connection up, because it's a real shame, isn't it, that we don't have the flexibility to live the life that we want to live and connect to the people we want to connect to in the way we want to do it. But that doesn't mean that everything has to stop. Go back a couple of steps, connect to them in that way, and that will lead you and them to feel happy, motivated, and more than that, just connected to each other, which is something that's so important during this time. You need to feel able to feel empowered through all different stages of your life. One of those stages is having your friends and family around you. So connect to people in any which way you can. Step number 5 is to be prepared. And this is really surmising the whole list that I've just given you, because being prepared means that you won't feel shocked, you won't feel angry, you won't feel as upset, because it won't be something that someone's just pushing you into. You would have made those plans, taken those steps in order to feel cushioned if lockdown does happen. And that's not 100% guaranteed. But by you having these ways of relating to lockdown, yourself, and also the world, what that will do is just lead you to have the tools at your disposal when this sort of stuff happens. You'll be prepared, which means that you won't have that instant reaction, which could be anger. It could be to go out and break the rules. It could be to risk your life or risk other people's lives too. So by you being prepared, what's going to happen is that you're going to feel empowered and happier no matter what happens. And even if there isn't a lockdown, or even after lockdown, you're going to have some key attributes in your life, some nice easy steps for you to adhere to and take care of, so that you're on that right path to living the life of your dreams anyway. Maybe it's just accelerated you dedicating more time to yourself because you haven't got other distractions and other people telling you what to do. You could be a little bit more selfish, but in a good way. Start focusing on what your needs are, what you need and what you want to build. Then what will happen is that even after lockdown, you'll feel happy that at least you used it in the most productive way possible. And in fact, it could lead you to be a couple of stages further ahead than you might have been anyway. That's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that there isn't another lockdown. I hope that we're able to go back and live our lives the way we were living them. But hopefully what this has taught us all is that we need to make some changes. And if those changes mean that we're happier in the long run, then hopefully this time hasn't been wasted. Again, I wish you all the best and all the luck in creating that dream life for yourself. Use everything at your disposal. On that note, I'm going to wish you all the best. Remember to like this video, subscribe, see plenty more to come. Also, why don't you let me know how you're getting on during this time and any issues that you're facing, and I can help you along the way either in the comment section or by answering your question in a future video. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.